I had the privilege of going to see Convict, a play written by Josh Hamzehee that highlights the humanity of the prisoner and asks, is it time for a change? The play was conceived, written, and directed by Josh Hamzehee, who also played the lead role. I asked Josh, what kind of work goes into making a play like this?
Well, I interviewed a lot of people I knew. I visited a few prisons. I read through a lot of scholarly studies. I was all over the internet looking at articles, talking to actually people who knew more than me, and putting all that together in addition to using a lot of my own stories. Like, I haven't been in prison, but I do have some stories that kind of relate to how prisons function in the real world.
I also asked Josh what he would like his audience to take away from this work of art.
The main thing I'd like people to take away from this work of art is basically that whole idea that should certain people that are especially non-violent offenders who haven't affected anyone in like a necessarily a negative way but themselves, is the best place for them to be in prison? Are they getting the most out of this? Should we be really punishing them, or on some of these people should we be rehabilitating them? Because, of course, with some people, yeah, you should be in jail. You should be punished for what you did. You're kind of a really bad person if you're a serial killer. But there are some people who are there for like non-violent drug possession. They're not trying to sell to other people. And is prison really the best place for them when if they go, they're most likely, based on the recidivism rates, going to probably come back within a few years.
I also grabbed a quick interview with Zach Hagen, who played a security guard in the production.
My character is kind of that guy who has been in the system for he's been a guard for like 20 years and he's he's a big jerk. So I don't know. That's pretty much what my character was supposed to be.
Admission was free, but seating was always limited. Convict sold out all 3 of their shows running January 31st through February 2nd.
Selling out all 3 nights was actually, well, I guess it sucks for the people who had to turn away. It was actually one of the dream come true for someone who's writing this show and kind of performing in it, directing it. We wanted the most amount of people to be able to see this show as possible, and we ended up turning away about 30 people a night in a 90-seat theater, which would have filled like a whole other night. And those are just people that could make it. So it felt really good, especially not just for me, but for the entire cast who put in a whole bunch of hard work, and the department who let us put this on with their blessings, basically.
It's always a great feeling to sell out at least one night, but sell out for all 3 nights felt really good. To have enough interest to sell out all 3 nights, and to have to even turn away some people. As much as we don't like to turn away people, it's always kind of that kind of good feeling in the back of your brain to know that people are excited to come see the show and that it sparks interest. So it's a great feeling.
I also asked Josh if he plans on writing more plays in the future.
Yes, I do plan on writing more plays in the future. Last year we actually did a show here called the USA Immigration Initiation, a reality show with Jorge De Leon and Yao Chermatang, who are both grad students in the program. And we're going to add about 20 minutes to it and hopefully take it on tour over the summer. It's about the immigration system and dealing with if there was one spot left to get into the country, who would get it, and the audience has to choose. And they go through like a whole reality show kind of game, and it was a lot of fun, but hopefully it made a lot of people think, and we're going to get it back up and try to hopefully start touring it around the country, take it to different colleges, different theaters, different schools, and that's pretty much what's next on my plate.
For UNI TV, this is Rob Bauer signing off.